I want to shout out my wife. Our anniversary is in I don't know, 3 weeks. So she showed me some Bad Bunny shoes she wanted. So I'm like, all right, cool. Man, I started looking them shits $2,000 for some Adidas.
That's why she gave you three weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how much money my wife think I make.
She telling you got to do some shoots between now and then.
Bro, I'm looking at her. I literally was like, we on the couch watching the game, and I was like, yo, I think it's dead for you. It's over.
Yeah, tell her you get them Angel Reese's for her.
Oh, hell no. She don't even know who Angel is. Shout out to you, Angel. Did not watch you on the Victoria's Secret thing, but it looked cool from what I saw online. I don't know. I don't care. That's the other issue that we could really get at, but it ain't even that big of a deal to me. What you been up to, man?
Not much, man. No complaints.
WNBA. Oh, it is over. Shout out to
Asia won.
Yeah, she killed it. And then they was clowning Bam because he was saying something like, you know, once I get a ring, blah, 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 he'll do something. And they was like, well, nigga, that's never happening.
Hey, come on, man. Don't go in on my heat like that. We're not winning this year, but I don't know. We like one player away.
Y'all should have got KD. But
KD's 100.
Nah, he only, 37? He looked good yesterday. That mid-range is water.
Yeah, he had some rebounds too. But the problem with older players, they just don't stay healthy the whole year.
Nah.
And the championship game is at the end of the season, not at the beginning of the season.
Well, the Houston can go for the mid-year, whatever the BS they trying to do in Vegas.
No. So I mean, I wanted KD 5 years ago. But now, he's old, so I don't know what my Heat's going to do. We got to develop the players we got. Where Jovic. I mean, I think there's some talent there. They got to develop them, and they got to develop them while Tyler Hero is still a baller because, most Euro-American players don't age well either when they play basketball. Like, what's the last, Euro-American player that was balling at 34?
I don't even know. What's the greatest white player besides Larry?
I mean, you could say Dirk, but Dirk still he wasn't really balling though. He was shooting hoops, but he wasn't like he was at 26.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
So,
Steve Nash? Nope.
No, I mean most of them just fall off, man.
And we're doing overseas players.
And we're
saying Euro,
exactly.
But still,
Euro American. I say that because you say that other thing, it just goes viral. People just hear what they want to hear.
White power.
They just hear what they want to hear, and I be want to have an actual conversation, and then people want to be racist.
Yeah, they still going off on the Eminem thing, which I love. Whatever. I'm trying to catch Mike. Mike got 2 million views on Instagram. I'm trying to get there, but I still think I'm stuck at 500,000. So it's not working.
I did not want those views.
Oh, I love them views. I mean, I don't like the Eminem views, but it's I think you said more about Eminem, but they focused on me and my color. And we're going to get to, shout out to the one person that I definitely know is here. I have a whole segment for you, but you're not worth the A block or the B block or the C block. You are in the D block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. You got called one of them podcast guys.
Yeah. I love that.
You one of them podcast. You know what? Yes. At 200 episodes in, I am one of the podcast guys. Forget it. About to embrace it.
We are here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Hold on.
When the NBA season starts, that's where all the bad habits are. So when the season starts, now I'm flying to Miami. Now I'm flying to Atlanta. Now I'm flying to Los Angeles, New York, right? Houston. Yeah. Coming in 2, 3 in the morning. Where am I going? Strip club. Right? Club. So we are partying and drinking damn near every city we go.
What?
Different girls every city we go. So we're partying during the season on our work schedule. In the summer, we ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
Because our girlfriends and our family. I lie to my wife every day.
What the fuck?
10, 12 lies a day. That's my job, to lie.
Gilbert talks too much.
Her job is to try to catch the lie.
So you've been through the whole phase.
And this is him talking to Neon, right?
And now you're settled down. I'm not gonna lie, respect.
No, see, you said settle down like I'm happy.
That was the part right there at the end. But yes, he's talking to Neon, the racist.
What nationality is Neon?
I have no idea, but this is why y'all need to realize who y'all sitting with, because Neon got enough videos of him saying the N-word and acting out, and he's been challenged by other black people. And then what happens is when you sign a 50-50 contract and you need some money, they tell you to go sit down because the person who you sitting down with got deals other places, and they got to fix images.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to do whatever they ask you to do.
And so you go sit down with a racist that you don't know, or a person who has, how will we say this? What's the politically correct? Has said racist things or used racial slurs.
All right, so Neon name is Rangesh Mutamo. He is of Indian descent. Well, Asian, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Asians debate whether or not Indians and Pakistanis are Asians, but I, being the non-racist that I am in America, would say that they're Asian.
Yeah, well, I didn't study geography in school. I'm not good with that. I know where Charlotte at. I know where Greensboro at, Columbia at, and Atlanta. I know how to get to those places with my eyes closed.
I love geography, man. Like geography, culture, politics. I was like one of the little kid nerds. I wish I was in math because then I would have been an engineer and I would have been rich. But instead, no, I like the stuff that makes you interesting that don't get you paid.
Absolutely. Yeah. Back in the day, I used to be a person like I used to just have random facts about rappers that people just be like, where did you steal that from? It's just like, And part of that had to do when I was in high school, I had to build, I was in a computer website class. And so our end project, from the day you got into class to the day the semester was over, you had to build a website. I decided to build a hip hop lyrics website.
Oh, so you was the front runner to whatever that website is.
Yeah, like I know what you're talking about now. Dog, what is it called? Genius.
Yeah, Genius. But it doesn't matter anymore because now all the music is show all the lyrics now.
Yes.
But back in the day,
you had to go find it.
You had to go find the lyrics.
Or had a book in the front of the CD.
Yes.
We got some CDs up here. It's a book. One of them got a thing in there. But yeah, so I had to do that. But part of my website, so it wouldn't be blatantly just a lyrics website, is I will put the artist bio before the song that you clicked. And so what happened is I got an A in that class. You know why?
Why?
A month and a half in, somebody called the school for copyright infringement. And they shut my site down. And they said, yo, we noticed that from the IP address, this is coming from whatever. They found out it was me. And they gave me an A. They said, you don't have to work on this no more, because whatever you did got the government calling, and we don't want nothing to do with that. And I was like, all right. So I used to go to class and just sit there.
Nice.
But yeah, so I used to do all that, man. So shout out to all the rappers that helped me. I love y'all. Gilbert Arenas, you are not happy after all of that.
I refuse to believe that because he married the young lady she used to make the videos. I forget her name. Gosh, I forget her name.
Gilbert Arenas' ex-wife?
No, the one he's married to now.
Is he married now? Gilbert Arenas ain't married now.
At least they pretend they're married.
Oh, go ahead.
I think her name is like Melanie or whatever.
Okay.
So she's not French, but I think she's from like one of the French colonies somewhere around the world. Real awesome lady. So it's no way he's not happy now because she is awesome on the internet. Now, it doesn't mean she's awesome in real life, but on the internet, she's freaking awesome.
Melly Monaco? Or
yeah, Melly Monaco. Yes.
Are they married now?
Yeah. So look, I think Gilbert is reminiscing about a former time. Again, to your point, why is he discussing this with Neon? I don't know.
I'm about to go to her page. Sorry.
She's awesome. I used to follow. I used to follow her before Gilbert actually got with her. Like when Gilbert got with her, I was like
you unfollowed her?
I can't remember if I unfollowed her. I may have. I do get upset sometimes. My favorite people.
Oh, if they get married to somebody else?
Well, they get married to somebody that's not great. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Not saying that Gilbert's not great as a husband, but it's like, Melly, you're supposed to let's get an anesthesiologist at least.
Nah, man, she got that that NBA pension.
Yeah.
If he still get it. He does have she's pretty. Them eyes.
Yeah, she's a hottie. She's a hottie.
Let me stop being horny for somebody else's wife online. I had to kick a dude off an episode one time for doing that. A photographer.
Yeah.
For the lady who tried to sue us, where she threatened to sue us in the DM. I blocked her. No, I unblocked her, but she tried to anyway. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let's do it like this. Manny Ortiz's ex-wife. She said, don't mention my name no more. But it was funny. A dude was on the episode on my photography episode, and he was disrespecting her. And I was like, yo, that's somebody's wife.
Yeah, you can't.
You too horny for something she wouldn't even look your way.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, leave men wives alone.
Absolutely. All right, let's get this pod started.
I'm Pastor Mike Will.
Now, I am Gavin B. Welcome to Service Sit Down, the Black Dads Club. What the hell is the point of this podcast? Let's do it like that.
If you are a black male and you're in a jam, hit me up. I'll get you out.
Trying to save black men.
We give black men a place to be seen, a place to be heard.
Sometimes I gotta push back because be lying.
They do, but so do women. So that's what makes the pod cool.
Strap in. It's about to be fun.
Now let's begin.
Y'all want to welcome everybody to episode 201 of the Black Dads Club. That is Pastor Mike. I am Gavin B. Your favorite, your number one Black Dads podcast in the country. A lot of y'all tried to clown the podcast bros last week until you did a Google. It took one Google for you to realize, like, all right. In their space, they running it. In their space, number two, while they matter, they don't matter. No disrespect to number two, whoever you may be, we would love to have you on. We would love to go in your space. But the point is this is the number one Black Dads podcast. I had an interesting 72 hours. I had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people. I got cussed out by only one person, to be fair. Oh, my wife.
That doesn't count.
She said, if you and Mike don't stop arguing with this, and it was a beef word.
I didn't argue. I just was like, don't disrespect the pod, man. Because you don't like us or Gavin. But
Absolutely.
I'll say us.
But
don't disrespect the pod.
She's in section D for heavy D. I want to ask everybody to check out our Patreon. We are the Black Dads Club on Patreon. Please go on, subscribe. You can subscribe for free. You can support us, or you can subscribe for one of the tiers that we'll be having some new content up there soon. A lot of behind the scenes. I definitely am figuring out the logistics of how to make this podcast live so y'all can tune in, join. If you know, then you know when to call if you want to be on air. We will have a segment. There is a tier on there. If you want to call in our show and get your stuff off, you can absolutely do it. To the young lady who cussed me out, who going to be in section D, you can actually call in and cuss us out. Now, you can get your shit off. I know you got a lot on your back that you got to get off.
Got to pay for it, though, but you can get off.
Look, I'm a hoe. You got to pay me. You don't fuck up. Let me shut up. You ready to get started on this pod?
Let's go, man.
Gucci and Keyshia went on the Breakfast Club.
Great interview. One of the best breakfast clubs
interview in a while.
in a long time.
Because y'all be getting, Charlamagne, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes y'all be getting some weird stuff off, but it seems like let me tell you something. Addition by subtraction is interesting how it works, right?
Yeah.
We'll get to it later, but Mel not being on the Joe Budden podcast, all the guys they not walking on eggshells no more, right? They add Mark, they add Mona. I don't think Sasha gonna be on there much longer. That's the pretty girl, real pretty girl. I don't know. The community seems indifferent about her. I've never listened to an episode she's on. But that's the thing, right? Angela Yee leaves the Breakfast Club, and it's really like what's going to happen. You add Jess, you add Lauren, and now I think they done figured it out, got the kinks out the way, and now there's some balance there, right? We get Gucci. So the interviews have gotten better. So we get Gucci, and he brings his wife Keyshia on there, and it's a definitely interesting interview. I tend to stay away from mental health topics that's on certain podcasts. And the reason why, because I like real accounts, but sometimes when people, I felt like, let me put it like this, right before COVID and then prior to 2022, mental health was like a hot word that you can get any type of buzz off of it. You get followings off of it. Hell, we let Logic put out a song, about it.
Yeah, it became
trendy,
in vogue, to say, I'm going to therapy. And then it became, dismissive, right? You don't go to therapy, so you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Mm-hmm. And also, like, no one really, let's just be honest, it doesn't seem like anybody who goes to therapy gets better. Like, we're just being 100% honest, right? The vast majority of people, because I think the people who get better, people who go to therapy and get better, they kind of want to distance themselves, from it. Right?
They do the work.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You put the work in, you kind of just want to distance yourself from it because that person who you were, you're like, yo, man, I don't really want to be that person.
Facts.
Whereas people that, go and drop out, right? They weaponize it, right? They become a worse version of themselves. So there's really no reason to ever talk about mental health issues unless people are going to take it seriously. And I look at it. I look at it this way: the same way you look at real health, like physical health, not real health, physical health.
Yeah.
I think, people that want to change themselves, they make the change and they put it into work.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with mental health, except it's unseen. So it's kind of hard to see someone put into work and become better.
Hold on. What do you want?
You in the middle of recording?
Yes, and you notice we just talked about people who know when we record. What do you want?
All right, talk to me, man. Go ahead. What's your question?
I don't have no questions for you. We talking about Gucci and his wife.
Oh, what you talking about with Gucci and his wife?
You need to listen to
You got to listen to the pod tomorrow.
Yes.
I mean, you already know I'm gonna listen to it, but now I call you to debate live. Come on, man.
No, we're not debating. I'm on.
Debating who?
He want to talk about Steph and Joker of who overachieved the most. How about this? I give you a call back when we get to the sports section.
All right, hey, give me a time frame. What, about 30 minutes?
45.
All right, cool. Say less.
Good day. I hate people. Do not call the show if you do not pay for the high tier on Patreon.
We're gonna put y'all in high tier on Patreon. And drop it in group chat so you can call in. That'd actually be pretty dope. Like, we put them all in.
Yeah.
And then we record, be like, hey man, we're going in to record, and then let dudes call in and get their ish off when they find the time.
Absolutely. So here's my thing. Also, when we keep having these here's the problem I used to have with therapy. People wasn't really going, or they were going for them 2 free times at work and never was following up.
Well,
right?
here's the thing. So let's stick on that. So all y'all have EAP at work.
Okay.
Most good EAPs give you 6, but most of them will give you 3. But here's the thing. If you just change the issue, and I'm saying this because I want y'all to go, especially my brothers. If you change the issue, right? So if you go for the first therapy session because you're like, me and my wife aren't getting along, right? And then you get 3 free sessions, right? If you go back to your EAP and say, me now is like, hey, I want to try to ask questions with the kids, right? Ask better questions. You don't actually have to talk about that. They just have to change the reason why you coming, so your insurance will keep paying for it. So you can still work on the old issues, but that's how you can get more free sessions. So I want y'all to go. I want you to use your EAP. Hey, y'all don't go, and that's my biggest. That is my biggest gripe. One of my boys is going through something right now, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, dude, you just got a job. Y'all got great benefits." He's listening, and I was like, "Hey, call EAP and get a session." He's gonna listen to the pod tomorrow, and he's gonna have to tell me on Thursday night on whether or not did he do that. Right?
Are y'all hanging out Thursday?
Yeah,
I ain't got no wife and kid Thursday.
come on out then, because we'll watch football, basketball, and House of Sticks. So yeah, I'll let you know which one we're at.
Yeah, my girl was like, "You gonna be outside?"
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm with you, right? And that's a great dad tip of the week.
Yeah.
There we go, because we forgot that. But my thing was, it was that part. It was when we keep having these conversations about mental health, it's never an expert in the room. It's never a doctor in the room. It's never somebody who really knows. We have entertainers telling us about mental health, and then it's kind of like tough. Now, back to Gucci. Gucci was the boogeyman for my generation growing up.
Yeah.
Even though, I was in middle school, high school, early college, but everybody knew Gucci was the boogeyman, especially when the situation happened with Jeezy.
Yeah.
Right? And it is what it is. To see him transform now from getting out of jail, prison, coming home and losing all the weight, taking care of himself.
Yeah.
I remember one time me and you was at CIAA. I don't even know if you remember this. It was me, you, and Ez. We was in CIAA, and we saw Gucci just walk through the epicenter just by himself. You know what I'm saying? But you knew who he was because he was so damn big, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's Gucci," right?
Yeah.
And Gucci's just one of them people. Hey, bro, leave him alone. And so to watch his transformation, teeth fixed, skin looking good, removal of the tattoos and stuff like that, and we kind of knew something had to do with his wife.
Yeah.
Because, when he first came out of jail, what was the big thing? Oh, he gave his wife $2 million. She's turned it into $6 by the time he got out of jail, which is not easy to do.
No.
Somebody give me $2 million. I promise you it's gone by Friday.
No, you might can make it to 6 in a few years.
I better.
You might.
Lord, try me.
I know, right?
Give me the chance,
Try
please.
me, Lord. Try
Please.
me.
And so Gucci gets on the Breakfast Club, and only thing I could think of is when you have a good woman behind you, beside you, willing to hold you up, how your life can change. Gucci, first of all, he admits that he has schizophrenia. He struggles with that.
And you know what? this is the first thing that I noticed because my homegirl sent that to me or whatever. Like, and one of the first things she's like, what do you think about this? And I said, the first thing that I noticed is he mentioned it. She didn't mention it.
Yeah.
She didn't throw him up under the bus and was like, y'all know this nigga crazy, right? Right? Y'all know that, he called me behind the tree crying, right? Like the other wife did to her husband, right? And I was like, so when I watched that clip, I was like, this is what it looks like to love somebody.
To be in love with somebody. But yes, and to love them.
And to protect them. Like, he mentioned it, right? And then she spoke on it, right?
Yes.
And she was like, and she didn't speak on it in a way that diminished him at all.
Nah.
She was just like, nah, I have to make sure y'all don't get to see that, right?
Bro.
Because his influence on the community is just too impactful for me to allow him to tear himself down.
Bro, when she said y'all haven't heard of an incident from him since 2013 because of me, that shit hit me so hard, bro, I was like, yo, I don't know how Gucci don't sit here and listen to her and not be crying on the radio right now. I know he tough and he, like, bro, the way she spoke about him and the way she talked about, like, yo, I want to protect him and I go out my way, talking about, like, yo, I had to kidnap my husband. That's crazy. She said, I had to talk to the manager. I had to talk to his bodyguards. I said, we are kidnapping him. And then for her to be like, yo, no, we at the hospital. They telling him you could check yourself out because of who you are. And she's like, no, I'm his power attorney. He's staying here. Yeah. Like, and kudos to him to say, hey, when he is in his right mind, to be like, yo, I need your help. You are now my power of attorney. Yeah. That's a lot, dog. For her to talk about like, yo, he used to give away shit and I used to call people and be like, nah, bring that back.
And part of his empowerment is acknowledging I have a problem, right? So the second thing I took from that was, could I do what she's doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had a significant other that had a mental illness, right? Like, yeah, if you could acknowledge it, yeah, I'll work with you through it for sure, right? I'm not saying I'm gonna walk away, right? But it's like, how long did she have to go back and forth with him before he acknowledged it, right? Yeah. I assure you that wasn't a 2-week period. Nah. That was not a conversation that happened once.
Nah, because he said he don't even remember stuff when it happens.
Yeah, so it's like, how long has that been going on that she stayed and then finally, got him to the point that he has help?
Bro, she said something else that stuck with me. She said, one day I just recorded him going through it. She said he used to go through it, not remember one thing that happened. Yeah. And to hear him talk about what that episode feels like. And then for her to be like, no, one day I recorded to show him like, no, this is how you talk to me. And she was like, I can't even repeat to y'all what he would say to me because it was that disrespectful. And for like, as a woman, you hearing that, here's a dude, you know his reputation. Yeah. You see the size differences there.
How many people will walk away?
Bro, a lot. More than who. It's a lot of us who listening right now who will be like, I can't
deal with it.
And you can't be mad. And here's the other thing. Let's say if I'm going through that, I would love to think my wife would stay. I would hope that she would stay. Yeah. I believe right now she would. But at a certain point, like, hey, this isn't the person I married. Yeah. Even though, because I don't know if she knew that before they got married. She did make it known like, hey, I had to get this under control before we had kids. Yeah. And she's talked about how that scared him and scared her and everything. But kudos to them. Kudos to him. Him talking about his mistakes of making drug music. Yeah. And he's like, yo, I got to pay that forward now. Like, he was like, I was making music about doing all this stuff, which is triggering me. Him talking about that, him talking about all the time he cried out for help and nobody was listening. I do want to do a little petty scene here. Keyshia, where my camera at? I love you calling out people who do not show love to Gucci, that he didn't put on and help. And DJ Envy was 110% correct. Gucci could have had the Atlanta Def Jam. Yeah. For all the people he's helped put on, change their lives and everything. And those people do get up right now, and they accept awards. They go outside. They be in people's faces and they act like Gucci never existed.
Like he never put them on.
Everybody knows where Nicki Minaj got her start at. It's with Waka Flocka's mom and Gucci. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what happened with Migos and how they got to QC. You know what I'm saying? It's that time. We know about Waka. We know, like, Atlanta is really like Dungeon Family versus Gucci on what it is.
It really is. Like we at the crux, it's Dungeon Family and it's Gucci. And you know, but what's crazy is it's kind of that this part of the South, right? Because you know you got that Louisiana, Alabama, Texas part of the South, but you also have like that Carolinas and Georgia part of the South where it's more so like hospitality, right? It's brotherly. You know what I'm saying? And those two, Dungeon Family and Gucci, you know, should be quality control. You know what I'm saying? But they never really sought to screw people over like that. Yeah. It was more or less like, you know, we're going to put you on, put you on with this group. Hopefully they don't screw you over, but I'm going to connect you with them. And then, you know, I'm kind of hands off because I'm doing my thing.
Or you going through an episode.
Yeah, you're going through an episode, you know, which again, I applaud him because I think a lot of individuals, I think a lot of people in the country in general, you know, are mentally unwell. I think if we look at the physical unwellness in this country, the mental unwellness is probably right there with it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I think him being who he is and being able to say like, yo, I'm schizophrenic. That's not a small mental illness.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to be able to acknowledge that, say it out loud, means that he's really put in the work. And I think there's a lot of individuals that really need to look at that and say, all right, maybe I too need to see a doctor.
Do this give us some grace on Kanye?
Absolutely. I think we've all known that Kanye is off the wagon. I think what this should show us is how shitty Kim is. You know what I'm saying? Like we should look at how Kim triggers Kanye because she does things to intentionally trigger this guy.
Maybe.
Yeah, not maybe, bro. You can't put your daughter on Pete Davidson's lap riding around in the golf cart, you know, with him playing daddy, and this man can't see his kids. Even if he's having an episode, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't post that. Okay. You know, even if that's happening, you don't post it. Okay. You're posting it for a reason. So I think when you look at a Kim versus a Keyshia, I think that's a good takeaway here, right? Like, which woman do you want to marry, right?
Oh, facts. Now that's one thing.
Yeah.
I looked at it with Kim. You know, I think if anybody's followed Kanye since I don't know what 2010.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8, but yeah, I guess 10 is really
when he started acting out.
Yeah.
Honestly, right after his mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Whenever that was, I think you would notice like, all right. He's off. That's what we would say. Yeah. Right? And then it turned into, he look crazy. Yeah. But then you don't know, hey, has Hollywood got to him? It's not. I think as of late, the last 2 years, you definitely know he's mentally ill. Yes. And I think sometimes because, and this is why I believe black people got to stand for something or not even stand for something, protect our own because, all right, Kanye getting off a lot of things that are just disgusting. And we talking about people's kids. Talking about different groups of people, talking about his kids.
But how do you have someone that cares enough for you to kidnap you, you know, in a sense, right?
Well, if you listen to some of Kanye's stories, he's talked about they tried that. And he tweets, they trying to kidnap me and get me medicine. And we just look at, well, Kim's the evil person. She don't need to do that. And then Kanye gets on a week later and say, F Northwest.
Yeah. But it's like, but it's like, tough. When someone is doing it for control versus you have,
well, we don't know our intentions. If I got 5 kids with you, if I'm trying to get you medicine because the world is telling me you are mentally ill and you saying no, and then you go to Japan, then it's not me maybe having control of you. It might be, well, I mean, bump that. Keyshia said she had to control Gucci. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this just goes to maybe I don't have the capacity for this. I am trying to be.
And that's
something
fair.
Else is more
that's
important.
fair. You could say, yo, I can't handle this, right? Like, because it is a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you can say, I can't handle this, but you shouldn't be trying to trigger somebody, right?
Facts. And you know what? And Keyshia said she tried to reach out to Kim. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She said, she said, Keyshia and Gucci said it. I love pillow talking with my girl. The fact, let me tell y'all something. My pillow talk. Now, if it's something crazy that I can get tied up in, I ain't saying nothing. But they pillow talk. She said, yo, we know celebrities who going through stuff and we see it online. We be like, oh, they going through an episode. Yeah. They say they talk about it together. And, you know, I respect Keyshia. I just nothing you could do possibly unless you turn into Will and Jada. But it ain't nothing crazy you could say to take me off of you. But the fact of you saying, hey, I didn't want to come off as a groupie, but I reached out to people that knew her to say, hey, I would love to talk to her because I know what she's going through.
Yeah.
She said, hey, I never heard back, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I like Gucci reaching out and say he apologized to everybody. He apologized to Nicki, to Rick Ross, to Wayne. He was like, yo, I don't even remember tweeting y'all.
Yeah.
He's like, and then I went to jail right after. He was like, it was tough. There's that conversation. He did go on Big Bang. Shout out to Big Bang, Snow Patrol. If you ever seen Superfly, that is my movie. I love telling everybody that Big Bang was in Superfly as the dude in the all white, and they're like, you are a liar. But he talked about the Gucci versus Jeezy versus and how Jeezy outclassed him.
Yeah. That was actually another big moment to a mature moment. Because he was like, if he would have played Stay Strapped, he was like, yo, it was gonna go up.
Yeah. And I wonder, was that an episode?
Could be. I mean, like I said, because part of episodes is being triggered, right?
Yes.
Like all of us have things that we can't handle. Like lying to me triggers me.
Have I ever lied to you? No.
I mean, most people don't, because I don't even put people in a situation to lie to me. I be like, because that be the whole like I don't care. It's like, yo, you do not have to lie to me.
Yeah.
Because most times I just won't even ask. Like if I know you're gonna lie, I'm not even gonna ask.
I had a nigga lie to me for like 2 years, and I'm like,
lying does trigger me because I'm like one of the people. So it's like if you put yourself in a situation to be triggered, right? So if I dated a woman that was a liar, I am going to constantly be triggered. There's no amount of help that's going to help me being in a house with that person
what triggers
every day.
Me? Well, go ahead, keep going.
But so all I'm saying is like when he was in that moment, he could have been medicated, but you know what? I'm in a place where I can be triggered, right? So someone has to be the de-escalator, right? If I'm dating a liar, right, and she lies to me, right, the only way she could de-escalate is to be like, yo, my bad, I lied.
Yeah, it did make me want to know who was in the room with Jeezy. Because if Gucci is alluding to, I got dudes in here and they got that thing on them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody had dudes with them, right?
And that's tough.
But Jeezy was like, yo, he hit that. I'm the realest. Like, yo.
Yeah.
And honestly, that took it higher to Stay Strapped.
Yeah, it did. You know what?
Because remember, he had just played the diss track. Like, I mean, I remember watching it.
It was right after that.
Yeah, he had just played it, and then Jeezy was just like, I'm going to do this.
He didn't just play it. He was talking that shit after it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like Gucci having that. And I like Gucci alluding to, yo, we cool, we cordial, but we ain't friends.
But he said, I got respect for him, though.
Yeah, well, his thing is, if I diss you and you don't diss back, I can respect you. That's a backhanded compliment if I ever heard one.
But I mean, it's a backhanded compliment in the sense of, someone from the streets talking, bro. Mm-hmm. Like someone that is more in the know.
Did you hear Gucci's airplane story?
No. No.
All right. For those who don't know, Gucci was talking to Big Bank and he said, no. He was talking to Charlemagne and Envy and Lauren and what's it? Jess. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't going to just call out the dudes. I'm going to call out the girls too. So anyway, he's talking to the Breakfast Club and he's telling a story about how Charlemagne said, have you ever seen Jeezy before the verses? And he said, yeah, on an airplane. He said, we're beefing and I go to the airplane. He said, I get on the airplane and Jeezy is in my seat. And he said, I look down like, ain't no way. Jeezy is in my seat. And he said, I step back and go, hey, bro, get out of my seat. And he said, Jeezy looked up, realized it was him, was like, all right, cool, but my seat is right there, right beside, like on the other side, and was like, you want to just take that? And he said, if it was anybody else, I would have said no. He said, I would have said yeah. He said, but it was Jeezy, so I made him get up. He's like, I was not. And it made me think, like, what if you get on an airplane and your enemy is on the plane and he's sitting in your seat?
At airports are no fight zones. They're the absolute safest place you can possibly be because
unless Cardi B is there.
I cannot go on a no-fly list. Mm-hmm. Like I like being other places too much to be in a no-fly list.
Do you go get the agent or you tell your enemy get up?
I mean, I'm always going to approach the situation like, hey, you need to move. Like, you need to get out of my seat. But if it's going to escalate, then I'm going to go get the steward. It's because it's like, I am not getting kicked off of this plane.
Yeah.
I'm not getting kicked off this plane. I'm not getting put on a no-fly list. The airport is one place where my ego is going to take a break.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a break at the airport.
I would love to know Jeezy's account. Like you minding your business, you look up and it's Gucci saying you in my seat. And
Well, I
it's
mean,
like,
if you're in the wrong seat, you're in the wrong seat.
True.
Now, if I was in my right seat and you like, yo, I got to get up, then now you are testing.
my gangster.
You are testing my ego. But I'm still not gonna get in a fight.
Nah, not at the airport.
Not at the airport.
Hold on. Nope, that ain't it. Hold on. Shit.
If you would like to donate to us, Patreon is a great place to do it, or the Black Dads Club. Look us up on Cash App. Send it over. We take $2, $5, $20. We might even take $2,000.
We'll take. Unlike Pastor Winans, we'll take whatever you offer.
Look, and we'll shout you out. For those who not know, this is going to be real quick. Well, not real quick, but we'll get straight to it. Was it Marvin Winans? No, it was, which brother was it? Hold on, I'm gonna figure it out. He had a service and they were donating money to help build the church. And yeah, it was Marvin, because it was BB and CC's brother. And so what happened was, that's them on the news.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, so it's the woman. I'm trying to see what the name is.
Yeah, I want to say it's Marvin Winans. But there was a situation where they were asking people to come down and announce your donation to the church. I have a problem with that right there.
Agreed. But, you know, peer pressure, churches.
Yeah.
Psychology.
Peer pressure know how to use psychology to bully members who are vulnerable. We'll get there. So they wanted you to come down and you needed to talk about if you got somebody else to give to match your $1,000 donation. I have a problem with that. But we will get there. Then what happened is, once those people went through, they wanted the people who had their 1,000 donation and just anything over.
He said 1,000 and another 1,000. I don't know why he just wouldn't say 2,000.
Because you are playing on people that's vulnerable a lot.
Like, just say 2,000, bro.
Just say 2,000.
Don't like he
Don't
was
say
like,
1,000 plus one, because maybe I'm thinking $1,001.
yeah, he was like, now I said it has to be 1,000 and another 1,000. Like,
That's not what you said.
I'm telling you, that a church like that, at my age when I was younger, had a lot more respect.
Absolutely.
At my age right here,
2025.
bro, you talk to my grandma like that?
I'm gonna be worse than Chance the Rapper when he made a song about his church.
Like for one, I'm gonna get on my grandma ass about what. Hey, where you getting this money from? Where you getting this money from?
Granddaddy left this money?
Yeah, where you getting this money from? Right, that's first off, right? But you talk to my grandma like that. You gotta see me, bro.
I need to sing you the song on Chance the Rapper's last album.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard it.
His grandmother church.
Yeah.
He didn't like the way they treated her at her funeral.
Oh,
he got a whole song. He named names.
I mean, and that's the thing, right? If I have the ability to, use the media, who said that? I think Rockefeller said it, right? Mm-hmm. You do not pick fights with people that buy ink in the barrels. By barrel.
And also, y'all need to stop churches. Y'all need to be careful when great rappers, family members dies in y'all church.
Or podcasters.
Them niggas will make sure you are not open. You know what I'm saying? So my problem with this is, here's another example of the black Christianity and black churches just having no spine. Like, what are you doing? First of all, I want to say this. In the 80s, y'all could get a lot of stuff off. Now, I was only there for 8 months.
Well, it was no social media, right?
So you could get it off. The 90s, I was there for. Yeah. And I used to see a lot of things growing up in the church that I just now know that it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It was a lot of uneducated folks using a power and pride and ego to run weaker people.
But how about this, though, right? There was a lot of educated folks, though, too. right?
Yeah.
A lot of guys with college degrees up there that was following along because the power is intoxicating.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like the ability to just kind of get it off, that is intoxicating. And that is the danger of being a pastor. Like one of the reasons I was like, I did not want to be a pastor. I was like, it ain't gonna be no more women in my church. Yeah. I already know. And I was like, I don't need to deal with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my problems, like things that I enjoy in life is high-end liquor and high-end women. Those are my problems. I don't need a church.
Yeah. For me, I always knew I was like, I'd never be a pastor because, that's a lot of responsibility. Once you realize the responsibilities and duties of a pastor, you kind of realize, like, if you take that serious and you really abide by that, if you really believe in the Bible, right? I ain't talking, if you don't believe in the Bible, you can just ignore
or just
it.
God. Like, and I think one of the things, scammers are preachers now, right?
Yeah. So we get there.
Yeah.
So if you really believe that, then that means you believe God's word and you believe in God and you believe God. And then you understand the consequences of playing these games. Certain games I don't play with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really remember being a young kid and it's communion and I'm over here shaking. Like you talking about, because you read it and you understanding how things are are definitely important. So when you get here and now I knew I was like, hey, that's not for me because that's a lot of responsibility that I just don't want to bear. Now I grow up and I'm traveling to other churches. I'm seeing how other people are doing it. And then I'm like, well, the pastors are getting more intelligent. They realizing that, hey, my saints, the great people are understanding that, hey, my saints are getting more educated as well. Yeah. And they lean into that. And then, but some people, that pride gets to them and they say, oh, I can keep it right here. I can run off.
Yeah.
Right. This is why I'm a firm believer. Churches need salaries from Jump Street. You know why? Because then you could retire your pastor. You could sit them down. You could tell them go in the room. You could say, hey, this don't concern you.
Well, the thing is with beliefs, right? And just look at the Trump administration right now, right? Trump isn't the problem. Like Trump is elected, right?
Exactly.
So he's not the problem, right?
Facts.
This was chosen, right?
Yeah.
So the problem would have to be everything else, right? It would be what gets him here,
Facts.
right? And most of that is ideology.
Facts.
And church is very, very similar. Like, so a lot of times when we look at what a church is doing, right, the ideology is the membership. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not so much, the pastor per se, it's the membership. But what we've done is we make sure that we hold the leader accountable.
Yes.
And Marvin, y'all can try to walk this back all y'all want to.
Y'all can go to the news.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. You said what you said. And it was highly disrespectful.
Yeah.
And it looked a little scammy.
It did look scammy because, let's go back to the days
this
where...
ain't enough money? $1,200?
$1,235.
What do you mean it's not enough money, bro? And she's like, I'm gonna find the other 800.
Yeah, because I think it clicked for her like, oh shoot, I'm in the wrong line. But you had to keep going. So Marvin, let me give you a heads up, bro, because a lot of y'all, I make the joke to Mike all the time. Some of y'all just in the wrong generation on social media. Y'all don't understand how it works. Marvin, next time she comes in the line, somebody's wrong. You let them get out the line and remind everyone, hey, we are only doing whatever for 2,000.
Well, how about this? How about you just offer grace?
Yeah, so that's why you let her go through.
How about you let her go through, you take it, and you just go to the next person?
How about this? We don't even allow people to say how much they're giving because we really need to get to why you want people to come out there.
Well, you got to say how much you're giving because you got to put the pressure on the other people.
He gave 4,500 and you only got
you only got 800.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wow,
that's crazy.
That's all you did.
That's all.
So we know the reason why. And again, look, I'm for every hustle getting their money, bro. Okay, you would never find me being anti-hustle. I am pro sex work. I think drugs should be legalized. Okay, I'm for every hustle, bro.
Facts.
Like even the grifting that's going on right now.
Okay,
you know what? Nobody gonna stop you. Yo, go harder, man.
Get the big hat.
Yeah, nobody gonna stop you. I am always for the hustle, right? But what I'm not for is don't take advantage of people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like don't take, if you want to hustle and people want to participate, cool, right?
Yes.
But don't take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? Like don't sell oregano and say that you selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Don't
need
sell
some Reggie.
soap and say you selling crack. You know what I'm saying?
Get some Dove.
Sell what you're supposed to sell, give what you're supposed to give, do what you're supposed to do, right? You
Quarter spoon?
Yeah, you selling kitty cat. Like, yo, don't short the man tonight. If he pays for the night, like, yo, give him his time.
He shouldn't have came quick.
No, like, give him his time. Like, I'm about customer service too. So I'm about the hustle, but I'm also about customer service.
Here's my issue. This is my problem with the black church. This is why I told you last week I got two things I don't play about.
Yeah.
The black church and really the black experience, right? I grew up in a church where it was a safe haven.
Yeah.
I never felt unsafe going to church, which is why the Dylan Roof situation pissed me off so much. I never felt unsafe going there. I always felt like I knew, granted, I'm not going to try to act like I had a hard life at home because I did not. But whether it was school, whether it was work, I knew when I got to church, I ain't have to think about nothing for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes we was in there longer, right? Church was like, once I got to a certain age, I was like, all right, my dad ain't gonna take me to the Sunday school room and whip my ass, right?
Yeah.
He'll wait till I get home, right? So I knew I was safe there. So when I see pastors talk and treat members a certain way, then I'm kind of like, do she feel safe? Do she feel comfortable going back up there? Is she going to question for the second time? And then I knew Marvin Winans. I knew you was a cornball because y'all went to the news to clear this up. Nah, bruh. Go on your story, and then you got Fred Hammond trying to excuse it. And that's the last part I say on this. I'm getting tired of black Christians trying to explain this. Yo, she was in the wrong line. Some of y'all grew up that when y'all went out of key, yes, it was wrong for the mother of the church to tell you was wrong and out of key.
Yeah.
She could stop. Like, and some of it wasn't, hey, hold on, baby, you in the wrong key. Let's go here. Some of it was let me embarrass you.
Yeah.
Because I can get
there
that
you
shit
go.
off.
Some of it was of let me embarrass you.
Yeah.
You know, instead of being like, hey, pay attention, you're in the wrong key.
Or,
Like,
yo, if you so great of a singer, jump up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes I done seen some drummers be off beat. And it's tough. And I done seen some mothers stop. Hey, let's get on beat.
yeah.
Hey, can you help him? I didn't see people get scolded and been like, what's going on? I didn't see some girls get embarrassed coming up to the church and the dude just get missing for the next 9 months. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's wild. Joe Budden time. Yo, I want to welcome everybody to the Black Dads Club. This is not your first time here, but we are here. This is the Black Dads Club, one of our favorite podcasts. Podcasters. Let me put it like that, because we don't support you niggas. Y'all, shout out to ICE. Actually, y'all have supported us up there, so I take it back. The Native Land Pod, which is Andrew Gillum, Bakari. Bakari, you need to come on here.
Bakari's new there.
Yeah. Bakari, you too close to Charlotte to not come on this podcast and sit with us.
Especially if you're gonna be getting it off and calling people niggas online. You might as well come on.
Angela Rye and what's the other lady? Tiffany
Cross.
They have a podcast, interesting lineup to say the least. Andrew Gillum, who should in the next 4 years should have been running for president.
Should have been, but you know, had a good time. Had a little bit too much of a good time
In Miami.
He
didn't do it. I can't even tell that story. I forget. I got to get the days right when I started dating my girl.
Yeah, make sure that was just change the date of the story prior to any relationship that you've been in.
Everybody knows that when I tell stories on this podcast, I change 2 details to throw the scent off. He had a little bit too much of a time. Bakari, who's, you know, in and around North and South Carolina, one of the groundworking politicians. Angela Rye, one of my favorite black commentators on politics. I'm not saying I always agree with her. I'm not always saying she's just one of those ones that look. I feel comfortable when she goes in the room. She is gonna protect us. Now, when it's us and her in the room,
oh yeah, she gonna kick our backs in.
Yeah, but when she with them,
yeah,
it's go time.
Yeah,
but I like that because sometimes people understand that yo, we won when we get outside, but in the house we get to debate.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know
and
who
Tiffany
is.
Cross is kind of surprising me going from MSNBC to how she is on this pod. I'm not gonna lie, like I was listening to the clip that they posted where she was just saying, you know, it came off very elitist.
Okay, so let's get to it. So for those who not know, Mark and Flip, we talked about that last 2 podcasts ago. Yeah. Go check it out. That was before the 200s. We're a new podcast now. Go check out that episode. The Native Land Podcast responded because Angela Rye and Mark Lamont Hill are great friends.
Yeah.
According to both of them, they're great friends. And basically, Angela Rye's and Tiffany's stance was, hey, come back home.
Yeah. You're too smart
to be over there.
To be over there.
So you need to come back home because you are talking to somebody that is highly unintelligent. And, you need to come home because they got you out of character. Joe Budden and Ish went on a tirade. I don't know how many minutes. It had to be at least 30 minutes. I'm not for sure. It felt long. Longer than what it should have been on a podcast as a listener, especially in the car. I was just like, all right, we doing too much. But I like what they were saying, but we can get to it. And since then, they've made up. They seem to be in an even space. And I think that's because Angela Rye realized that, hey, Joe, whatever Joe says is going to get more traction. Sometimes you have to realize that, hey, somebody bigger, even if you deem them as less intelligent, if their platform is bigger and they have more space, they can cover more ground.
But here's the thing. I think that's a real important lesson of big bank take little bank. But also, I think black intellectuals sometimes put themselves so much. I won't say ourselves because that's not how I speak on this pod. But I think sometimes black intellectuals put themselves in a bubble to whereas they do think that like, hey, this person is beneath me. So no matter what I say, I'm going to be able to defeat what they say.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good example of why Democrats lose elections in general, right? Is because you keep thinking that, the rest of the country is beneath me, right?
Okay.
There's more people like me than it is people like them. But the truth of the matter is that's just not simply the case.
So my problem with Democrats, and I'm going to say this also about Democrats, but I'm going to say it about Angela's and them standpoint is we are in a generation of I got you.
Yeah.
We look for that one slip, and that's my got you moment. And that means I won the war. Democrats do that because you remember back in the day, only thing we had to do was find a Republican that said the word nigga, and they lost the election automatically.
Yeah, automatically. If you said something racist,
you lost.
It was
they
gone.
Pull you.
Yeah, it was
John
gone.
Edwards was supposed to be president, and what got caught cheating or something? What happened with him?
Here's the thing: I don't even know if he was cheating. His wife was sick, right? I believe she had cancer. And bro, John Edwards was a very, very rich man.
Yeah.
Rich men lives are very, very different than regular people lives.
Than this podcast.
Yeah. So there's a really good chance that John Edwards had permission to be, because remember, the wife never really came forward, and John Edwards never really denied it. It was just like, I want to talk about this.
We off you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was off of it. It's a really good chance that he wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
It's a really good chance that there was an understanding there.
You remember when we thought that grabbing by the pussy was going to be Trump's thing? It was like, that should have let Democrats know that, hey, the got you. That
it's gone.
Who calling me now? Who is this? Oh, no, I don't know who this is.
It's gone.
Yeah. So that's where we at.
Racism is not a deal breaker anymore.
With that part, but then also the got you moment ain't flying. And the internet is a lot of that. And I don't want to do this. And sorry, I'm going to do it. Maybe one day we'll start doing this all behind paywalls. Black women, that ain't working no more.
No, that is dead.
That is y'all thing. And I'm not trying to make it a sexist thing, but it's really like y'all thing. Like, got you.
It's not even so much sexist as who are the shields for the Democrat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who is shielding for the Democrat? Right. And for the most part, that has started with African-American women.
Yes.
That's where it starts.
And so I think Angela Rye realized that my got you moment ain't going to work here. And she just went to the side.
Well, it was very, very dismissive.
Well, that sound like shampoo. Well, so let me do this. Joe loves his elitist bag. That's his thing.
But that was because Joe gets to do what he did, right? Which is to say, I'm the largest independent black platform, and I am employing majority black people. And in this case, even Mark, y'all didn't hire Mark.
He doubled down on that. But
he was like, I hired Mark.
Also, Joe and Ish came off very much like, Flip is our idiot. You can't call him an idiot. And unfortunately, in my prime example of that is, y'all make short bus jokes to him all the time.
Yeah.
Joe loves to tell Flip, I bet you was in one of them trailers behind the school, wasn't you? Eating pizza and noodles. Hold on.
That's fair, though.
No. Okay, so if you can make that joke and then somebody else make it, Nah, you.
I can say my wife can't cook. You can't say my wife can't cook.
Cool, that's fine. But when I try your wife cooking, I'm like, yo, this shit
I ain't gonna let you try it because she can't cook.
So we do that. We make, Joe always makes the joke.
Yeah.
Yo, nigga, this nigga go to catch steak and order chicken nuggets and fries. Like, we make those jokes to Flip. And so here's the other part of that.
Yeah.
Flip leans into it.
He does.
And so my thing is, in the community, I'm a part of that community. I'm in the JBP, VTV, whatever letters that's out there. And we lean into Flip is the least intelligent on that podcast. Now, I don't like the intellectual versus idiot conversation. However, I do believe the internet should be broken up into GPAs. That's my thing. And I believe...
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I would be in the 3.0 GPA. I would not be in the 4.0 GPA. But nobody would want to be in the 4.0 GPA. It's going to be boring.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe, but some people want to only be around those type of people. You know what I'm saying? Here's my thing. I believe that you should be... The higher you up, you should be able to go down, but you shouldn't be able to go up. I believe
that is elitist.
Fair. I think we all got a little. I think we should break the internet up to GPAs. If you're in the 2.0, you can only mess with the 1.0s in your range,
The
right?
2.0s are funny though.
They are funny.
They are funny
until they start.
Until they try to get into serious stuff.
Until they start putting your middle school pictures up.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
We gonna get
that wasn't middle school, was it? I was like,
that was middle school.
Middle school.
You thought I looked like that in high school?
No, I thought you like that in elementary school.
Oh, nah. We'll get there. But so it was that. So I don't like the intellectuals versus the non-intellectual debates, because what ends up happening to intellectuals, that is their number one thing. I'm going to find that one detail that you slipped up, got wrong, and now the basis of your argument is wrong. Here's the thing. We talked about it 2 episodes ago. Was Mark wrong? Yes. You screaming, you yelling, you got emotion. You can't allow people to get you emotional.
Yeah.
But was Flip wrong? Absolutely.
And, I mean, I even said, Flip, that is when you punch him in the face. Like, I even said that. Like, after Mark, because, and again, we need to get on Native Land real quick, because y'all said that Mark pretty much called him a dummy. And I say y'all, Bakari, you said that.
Yeah.
And you was like, Mark really called him a dummy.
Well,
and
he kind of did.
Yeah. Well, yes, he did. But here's the thing. When you go on your podcast and you're like, hey, you're a dumbass, right? You're not on our level. That becomes problematic, because if somebody smarter did that to you, you lose your shit.
Absolutely.
You lose your. So it's like, I didn't like that. Flip does play a part, on that pod. And I don't think he plays the part of the village idiot, but I do think he plays the part of the jester. Right? Yeah. But that in itself is just a different form of intelligence, because he knows when to interject and to, like, he never plays the idiot when it's inappropriate, right?
Yeah. He don't say, hey,
his timing is always perfect.
Yeah. Well, no. Flip is, to me, super intelligent. You don't make millions off of YouTube and think you just did it by accident.
Yeah.
He's calculated.
So Mark, so for Mark to throw the jab, right? I wouldn't even say it was an insult. It was a jab, right?
What, tricky words?
Yeah, they're tricky to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
amazing.
look, that was just, I like that. That's banter, right?
Yes.
But again, I'm like, yo, what they said to each other, I don't think there was anything wrong per se, but I think that moment.
No. Flip telling Mark, hey, you get in the white spaces and you play down. That was always incorrect.
But I think that moment came from something that was off mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the moment was, yo, if you fire Flip, I want his paycheck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I think that part was wrong. I don't think like them having to go back and forth. I don't really think, I mean, again, right? Everybody know Budden is content over everything.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think him bringing it up, he knew that, he just knew it was going to spiral. That's the genius of Joe Budden, is knowing what's messy and how to make it messy.
How to make a dollar.
Yeah, so it's like that's his genius. But my problem was, for a more we spoke on it, and we didn't demean anybody.
No, never.
You know what I'm saying? So for a black political podcast, which is supposed to be intellectual, to go and take shots
at black men,
right?
Or one black person.
Well, I mean, it flipped. They took shots at Flip, took shots at Joe, took shots at the pod in general. So that's everybody that works there.
Yeah. My thing is, Flip, I tweeted you this when you first got on the show and you responded. I'm like, don't become a caricature of yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you follow Flip, he seems calm. I don't know him. The guys up there say they're surprised the way he acts in public because he's very calm and just he's about his family. I knew Flip from battle rap, so that's my thing. I've always seen him there, and he talks about his kids all the time. And yeah, sometimes when them red lights turn on, they looking at you. Sometimes we could tell when people go into character.
Yes.
And it's sad. And this is one of those things. And also, Flip, I say it again. Yo, you and the man beefing, don't stand up and approach him. You can't do that. Never. And Flip knows better. That's my other thing.
Well, and we're also too old.
Yeah, but Flip from the streets, he know better.
Yeah, but we're also too old. He was posturing, which I get. But we are too old. We're 15 years away from being able to throw solid punches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
but you can't. But Flip is my age. Flip in his 30s. Flip ain't old as Mark. Flip, if I'm 36, Flip might be 34, 35. Flip ain't old.
Really?
Yeah, they make jokes about Flip all the time. Flip got married like super young, had all his kids young. Like Flip is like in mid 30s, dog.
Okay, still too old.
Yeah,
Mark is definitely too old.
Yeah, but I'm with Mark. If I'm sitting down, I remember one time my dad thought I approached him wrong. That nigga got up so fast. He said, hold up, nigga. I know why you here, sis. You was waiting for your time. And your time has finally came. This is the D block. This is the heaviest D block you've ever been to. One thing I don't do is I have a rule. I don't argue with black women on the internet. And I also have another rule where for mostly everybody, I do my best not to attack their appearance, the way they look, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Not because I don't want it done to me, because I know what that's like. And if I wasn't who I was, and if I didn't have the mom and dad that I had and the sister I had, I'd be very clear on that. Who knows where I'd be? I put it like that, right? And shout out to the people at church who prayed. Because, it is what it is. Also, before I even get started with this, Erica, Marquita, you two in particular, and Ashley, all three of y'all can skip to the next segment. I respect y'all so much that y'all shouldn't even hear me talk like this. I'll be real with you. The rest of y'all, y'all can stay. But them three women right there, because I don't play about them and I don't want them to see me in a different light, y'all can skip this. I'll put it like this. Mike said something. This is the second time it happened on this podcast, and the third time I'm calling it out, and I'm banning those people from ever come back on here. Mike came on this podcast and said, yo, Taylor, you can skip this too, because you listen to this with your man. Ted, you can stay. But your lady got to go. Mike came on this podcast and said, yo, I love when my kids ask why. And here go my dumb ass. Yeah, I love when my kid asks why. I want to be able to answer him. That boy ain't stopped asking why since. Mike got on this podcast last week and said, and I'm going to ban Mike. Mike going to have to take 2 episodes off. Mike said, we create the content so y'all can comment. My dumb ass, yeah, we create that. Well, damn it, we created it. Need this big bitch. And I don't even want to really use that word, but this big broad got on the internet. So there was a conversation. We had a Love is Blind conversation, right? And there was a comment online about how they treat KB. We even talked about it. And I told Mike on the episode, funny enough, I said, yo, I don't like how they position her as the angry black woman.
Yes.
Even though she's angry, even though she's black, even though she's aggressive, they doing it to the only sister on the show, and I don't like that. Cool. So there was a conversation online, and a young lady commented and said, this is colorist. I responded, I don't think it's colorist. I think it's racist.
Yeah.
Fair statement. I ain't saying it's just me, because at this time now we can have a dialogue.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a black man and you ever got in a colorist conversation with a black woman, you know the first thing they ask you is, what your mama look like? You got a light-skinned mama, don't you? Now, let's be honest. I do.
Yeah.
I do. You got to talk to my dad about that. I ain't had no decision in the making, right? You know what I'm saying? He liked somebody. He married her. He popped me out first. You know what I'm saying? My dad do got to stop saying, he always say, if I got it right the first time, I wouldn't have had your sister. That's my dad's favorite line to say to me, which is totally disrespectful. But we had this conversation, right? And she proceeds to keep going in on my skin tone. Now, mind you, my first thing to always do is once I saw it get aggressive and you asked about my mom, I'm kind of like, well, let me see what you look like. Why are we asking?
But she kind of went on your wife too. What was that later?
That was the third tweet.
Okay.
Day one, third tweet. And that's that's the favorite thing. What your mom look like? Oh, your wife ain't black.
Yeah. Let me go see what your wife look like.
Yeah, she look better than you. And that's anonymous. She look better than you. And I love how you try to clean it up like that. That ain't really matter. No, she look better than you. Let's stay there.
Yeah.
She smoke you out the park any day of the week. Because in the words of my father, baby, you're not beautiful.
But see, this is why I tell you it's like three subsets of people on the internet. Three demographics on the internet. I
Big
just
back
don't engage.
bitches is one of them. And I'm gonna do this.
That's not mine. That's
Not
Gavin's.
Mike's. Mike don't use that word. I will. I don't do, when you are unattractive, and let me tell you something. I've walked back. I've called a girl ugly on the internet, clicked on her profile, and I definitely wrote her back and said, yo, I'm lying.
You're not ugly.
Yeah.
You're ugly on the inside. Fine ass.
And that girl, you know what that girl did? I appreciate your apology. I was like, yo, I just clicked on your page. You ain't ugly. I take that back.
You're ugly on the inside, babe.
Yeah. But when you get on the internet and your hair fried, and the only thing I see is your face in cleavage in your profile picture, I already know what time it is with you.
Man.
I already know what time it is with you. And guess what? You don't get to talk about my mom or my wife when they darker than you.
Okay, so let's go. The problem was the fact that she called you a colorist, and then
She never called me a colorist. That's the joke about
Yeah.
this. She never called me a colorist because I didn't make a colorist statement.
No, you didn't. You didn't. You made a regular statement.
I said, hey, I believe this statement is more racist than colorist.
So this goes back to at the beginning of the pod when we said that, hey, as many people that are physically unwell, we have people that are mentally unwell.
Yes.
And you jumped.
She are both.
And you jumped into
I jumped into the pool with the big bitch who is both.
you jumped into a fight with somebody that was mentally unwell.
Absolutely. And we know she's unwell because you spent the next 72 hours tweeting about me. Only me. So then you go find my middle school picture, which I laughed because I knew exactly what picture that was. I know exactly who beside me. I know who 2 rows above me.
Yeah.
2 above me is your sister. Let's keep it a buck. It didn't take me long to figure that out. But guess what? I don't have the time because I'm working. I ain't got the time because I'm grinding. I'm talking to my... Then you got the nerve to be like, oh, he got a dad podcast and he ain't an active dad. Said nobody ever.
Yeah. Now, that when she took the shot about the podcast, that's when I was just like, hey.
Yeah, and then here's the thing.
You need chill.
I don't do... And let's get back to you being ugly. Because that is a big part. Hey, I'm here to let everybody know. If you want to talk about my skin tone, we'll get there. Hold on, we'll get there. If you want to talk about how I was in middle school and high school, have it. I ain't never have nobody tell me how I acted and looked in middle school and high school, and they look better than me now. Let's start there. Y'all telling me what happened when I was 12 and 17, and shout out, rest in peace to my Uncle George. I'm calling you out right now because that nigga sat me down when I was 11 and said, yo, I promise you it's going to turn around. And I was like, cool, because look, I'm very transparent.
Yeah.
Her word, not mine. I'm very transparent. Guess what? I was going through hell back then, and it was cool. But guess what? I'm 36 now.
But wasn't we all going through it in middle school?
Bro,
like if your parents was not rich, if you was not, well, not even rich, if your parents were not doing whatever it took to do to get those Jordans,
yeah,
back in the day, like, because that was the big thing, right? It was the Jordans, the Jordan. Like, if you didn't have the name brand stuff, especially in black schools, you were getting roasted no matter what. So
and then that sometimes that didn't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, you got everything. You ain't cool.
Dude, my nickname in high school was La Cabeza.
Oh,
I don't hey, it was a popular, and I was just like, I don't care. I don't care.
You gotta eat it.
You gotta eat it. It's just it's high. And truthfully, I think the kids now are better because like even with like my son, I ask him like, hey, is anybody? And he can be lying to me, but I'm like, yo, anybody bothering you? Anybody crack a joke? Because I'm like, yo, at my age, I mean, when I was his age in school, that was a thing.
You
were dealing with that every day.
Here's the thing. I don't know not one person in school who wasn't getting picked on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody got picked on.
Once you learned that, then you learned that, all right, this ain't as bad for me. But guess what? Guess what everybody who used to pick on me doing now?
Well, it's different. Like everybody, we've all had our own different trajectory.
I ran into the nigga on the corner and he was a junkie.
Yeah.
And he apologized and he's shaking, asking me for money.
Yeah.
All the girls then hit me back up and tried to double back. Sorry, baby, you got too many baby daddies. I would never. Guess what? The girls the ladies who were very respectful to me, I always shout them out and show them love. And I'm going to be honest with you. Your sister never disrespected me. That's why I told you online, I'm not going to be no more disrespectful to you because I remember how they used to do your sister. I remember when your sister used to cry in the corner. I remember when niggas used to go over to your sister and talk to her. So trust me. Hold on, because she got to catch it. I remember because you put all that shit online and guess what happened? Niggas hit me up and was like, yo, is this? No, this not such and such sister. No.
But this is why you don't engage because no one is going to be like, all right, let me pile on.
Absolutely. That's why your shits was getting one like.
So it's like, yo, just don't.
Yo, I remember how they used to do her. I remember we was there. We kept the files.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why you click on the profile when someone says something crazy.
You talking about the way I look? At least they knew I was black. Take that how you want to. Because I remember the jokes that was given. I see how you act and look now. Like, niggas literally DM me and said, this can't be who I think it is, sister. That's what type of time we on. Now, see, my thing with you is you did all that, and then what did you accomplish? Because I left you alone. Because at that time, and yeah, my thing is, and here's the thing, and shout out to all the intellectuals who came in at the end because I did make the jokes. Yo, you have a conversation with a woman about being a colorist, and the next thing you know, you find out they don't know their daddy. Now, you know your dad. Shout out to him. You shaped just like him. Congratulations. Do your thing. But you know what the thing is? And so everybody asked me to explain that. Let me go ahead and explain this to you because I'm not explaining it no more if this go viral, however it goes, right? We get to have conversations about colorism, and you want to know why my mom, what shade is my mom? Why, as a woman, does that matter to you? It matters because of two ways. You are trying to find a way to justify my colorist comment. Hey, your mama light skinned, so you hate black, dark skinned women, or your mama is dark and you hate dark skinned women.
There's no. That's the point. There's no right answer.
There's no right answer. So when we get there, you're really asking me that because you got a problem with black men. So now I need to know where your dad at. What's y'all relationship? Do you know him? What's y'all relationship?
That's why I do not engage one of the groups.
Misandrous.
Right.
Because we had that conversation.
I just don't engage. Like the moment the comment has nothing to do about the topic, it's like, yo, what am I engaging for?
See, the problem is I got to that conversation with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And I thought they found me because of Big Back.
Yeah.
They did not find me because of her. They just saw the comment and it took off. So now I'm explaining. And then one girl who did get there, she was like, yo, you colors. I said, no. The person who argued with me never called me colors because I don't engage in that. I didn't deal with more colorism than anybody. I promise you that. And then, towards the end, I felt bad for sis because I realized like, yo, you using bad information. Newsflash. Black girls was not picking on me in school. Just to give y'all the heads up. They might have curved me because of my color, but they never picked on me. It was the niggas. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the dudes. It might have been a girl or two, but they was struggling with something. They was the same size as you. They was just taller, so it evened out better.
Let's see. Colorist and slang. Someone prejudiced against dark skin, favoring lighter skin tones.
See, and that's the joke right there.
But here's the thing, right?
That definition right there is a joke.
But if you are light and you fall in love with somebody light, that doesn't automatically make you a colorist.
Or I could be colorist and be killing on light skinned people and only prefer dark skin.
And no one sees that as colorist.
Exactly.
Because you always find a lot of yellow bones, right?
Yeah.
With dark skinned guys.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like
this bitch got me drinking water.
It only goes in one direction. And look, I always say everybody's allowed to have their preferences.
Yes.
Everybody's allowed to have whatever your preferences is. That's 100% okay. So like,
yeah, at least somebody loved me enough to marry me.
Now, here's the thing:
you working at Abercrombie and Fitch talking shit on the internet, bitch, get out of here.
This is the question that I have.
Nobody don't wear Levi's no more. Go ahead, Mike. My bad.
What triggers me is people lying to me. Is what triggers Gavin on this mental health almost episode is people saying that you're light skinned.
It's not. So here's the thing. It's not that. What triggers me is you doing that. And I got to go home and explain why you doing what you doing. Because my sister don't play. I didn't see my sister. And Mike, how tall and how tall is my sister and how much you think she weigh?
See, now you're going to get me in trouble.
Just throw out a range.
She probably about 5'5".
And she's no heavier than what?
I ain't going to say. Probably like 40.
Maybe.
She stopped.
She didn't have a kid.
She a brick house.
Yeah, she had a kid now.
In a non-sexual manner, by the way.
Absolutely. But back in the day, y'all used to say stuff to me and my sister and I had to tell her, like, I think you're going to get your ass whooped. You might want to chill. She was tiny, right?
Yeah.
My girl keeps a bat on every floor and in every closet in my house because she ready.
Yeah.
I'm just telling y'all where we at with it. So I have to explain to those people that the internet is just mean, but I've been dealing with this my whole life.
Yeah.
So when you make jokes about me, I do. First of all, here's the thing. So maybe it triggers me because we keep having this conversation. We're going to stop having it.
Yeah. I was just saying, no, like, I think part of good mental health is knowing what triggers you, right?
Absolutely.
Lying triggers me.
And so with me, the trigger is I got to explain that to them. And then I got to act like it don't bother me. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. But you know what gets me is like, I'm trying to figure out why did you go there? Because you can't.
That is a good question.
You can't talk about me as a husband.
Yeah.
You can't go online and see no baby mom telling me a deadbeat. You know I'm an entrepreneur and I'm grinding and I'm working. And then you're going to say, oh, don't take pictures with him. He don't like fat bitches. No, I don't like you. Let's be clear. You growing all these vegetables and still that size. That shit don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So you doing all that and then you trying to kill that. So you can't attack my education, my marriage, or me as a man. So the first thing you do is go make jokes that was told to me when they was being told to your sister. That's the gag here. You making the same jokes, and if you go ask her, they made it to her.
Well, I mean, but it goes to the old adage, right? Hurt people, right?
Absolutely.
So,
I did call you Glenn Davis, and for that, I'm sorry. I was going to use Big Baby to make it funnier, but I didn't think you would know who that was. So I used the player that you could Google.
Yeah, but no, they still didn't know what that was. So
my bad. And with that, I'm done with her. But go ahead. You can close us out.
No. I mean, my point is, right, is as we've listened to Gavin rant for the last 10 minutes, right, and I let him get it off because that's healthy for him.
He put it in the notes.
Yeah, because I knew you wanted to get it off.
It was the first thing in the notes, too. I said, oh, he clearing out the lane.
Yeah.
Alley.
But I think this is a good part to like speak about the first part of the pod where it's like part of mental health is understanding your triggers and in future, Gavin, avoiding them.
Absolutely. And to the people that DM me, y'all reminded me, first of all, Mike reminded me who I need to stop arguing with on the internet. And I respect that. To the other people that DM me and told me, yo, you arguing with the wrong person right now. And so with that, I am adding to people on the list. I'm ugly. Chicks will not get DMs from me. No more messages from me. You won't. I just can't. You got more time on your hands than I do.
Oh man.
You got more on your plate than I do, clearly.
Hey,
So it is what it is. To a baddie. Rubi Rose wants a man.
Oh man,
hold on, I gotta play my drop. Hold on.
We gotta play her.
Hold on, my drop.
My
drop that. These buttons don't be working no more. See, this is my problem.
With that.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Yeah.
Nigga, I created you, nigga. Well, God created you, but I help.
I just got you some clout, so now your next post won't get one like. There we go. Rubi Rose, we gotta play Rubi Rose.
You gotta play Rubi. Man.
Can we be fair?
Yeah.
She's so fine. Fine women get some dumb shit off. Dog.
Always, 100%. We don't lie. We don't intentionally lie.
You know how fine she is. I looked at this and I said, I don't know what she said. So I'm glad we about to play it. Hold on. I don't know what she said. Hold on. Go ahead, talk, baby. Oh, I had it on mute. That's how you know she fine.
Adrian Bronner actually had her on the list. Did you see his Instagram post?
No.
Oh man.
Hold on.
It ain't no motherfucking way. I look like this.
Fine.
Like just chilling in my car. Like I just look like this. Off the wake up, like no makeup, just a little lash and lip gloss and a little filter.
You got on eye makeup, but it's cool.
And I'm single.
They love to say no makeup.
It don't make sense.
Do you want to tell her?
Yeah, Rubi Rose, you're single because you had the stench on you, and this is something that I really wish. I wish women understood it. Men and women are different, right? Men don't really have a stench on them, right? Like you really, like you have to have, like men have to have so many baby mamas before people be like, I don't know, right? Like
you ever met Future?
And I was about to say, right? Like you got to be 6'3", $20 million a year. You know what I'm saying? But if he wasn't, like if he was working at the gas station, I still think women would holler at him, right? Because he's a tall dude. He's a good looking man, right?
Got swag.
He got swag, right? So I'm like, when you are a Rubi Rose, right? And it's clear that you've dated numerous guys, right? And not for long periods of time.
Yeah.
It is pretty presumptuous that, you know what, these guys, they ain't charming you. You know what I'm saying?
Rubi Rose, if I was you, I would invest in an LLC, find a bullshit storefront, and say that's how you make all your money.
I think it's too late for that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, she had OnlyFans. It's too late for that.
Ah, she did?
I think she done had it. I think she had it ever since she broke up with Haley's baby daddy.
DDG?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I think he the one that put her on to it or whatever.
Oh, I know that was whack. I'll go on Reddit today and find something.
Yeah.
Pretty girls never have the best.
They don't, because they don't have to. Like, they don't have to put in no work.
But hold on. My favorite line was I was watching a dude. It was a girl. I love hoes. Right?
Yeah.
There was a girl on there, and she had I can't tell you who sent this to me. Just know we all got a group chat. And it was a girl, Mike. She had this short ass skirt on, and you could see her clit ring. Why one of the dudes in the comments, hey baby, you don't have to show this. We should be able to subscribe to this. And I wrote, I didn't even write. I did not write. I screenshotted and put it in the group chat and was like, this is what simps do. They see the ring. She is getting it off. Instagram has not blocked this. Her coochie is out. You see the ring, and you talking about something. You shouldn't show us this. You should make me pay for it.
One of the things that I realized with simps is it is what do you call it, intrasexual competition. You know what I'm saying? So like simps understand that like, yo, I got more money than swag. So if I can just be in a competition with just dudes with money, I can compete. Right.
Facts.
So it's like simps get that. And like what Rubi Rose, like, yo, she has like that OnlyFans stench on. Now, to be clear, she can have a partner, right?
She could.
She can have a partner, right? The problem is I think she's realizing that I don't know if I can get the partner that I want. Because like her, Ash Cash, who else is
Sweetie?
fine? Sweetie don't have an OnlyFans. I'm trying to think of the women with OnlyFans.
Shit, not that we know.
Not
We don't know how Sweetie make money either.
Yeah, but I think
she told the madam told.
Yeah, the madam said allegedly. I don't know.
You saying who else fine?
But I mean, did Amber Rose have OnlyFans?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I mean, she had. Never mind. That was I think somebody.
Or was it the private snap back in the day? I can't remember. Like, 'cause I know private snap was a thing before OnlyFans.
Yeah, y'all messed up a good thing. Boy, y'all mess everything
It
up.
be the Sills, bro. Out of control, man, but they in charge. But Rubi Rose won the partner. Like, here's the thing. She can't find a partner because to your point earlier, right? Not Amber Rose, Rubi Rose. Amber Rose found a partner. Kim Kardashian found a partner.
Black China.
Like, the women that are
Taken care of. I helped you. I saw it. I saw it.
Women that are taken care of, right? They can find partners. But I think sometimes when you look back, you be like, dang, you know, I'm Rubi Rose and I want to be married to whatever XYZ type guy. And it's like, yo, that moment has passed. And that's something that women do have to understand. It's like, yo, once you get that stench on you, right?
Yeah.
That diet, sex work stench, it doesn't come off. And we got to stop lying to women and be like, yo, y'all just like men.
No,
you're not.
They got to stop lying to themselves because I think they know that because you have to take it in consideration. This is why I never feel bad where, hey, I'm on OnlyFans. Why are y'all firing me as a school teacher? Well, girl, if you making $80,000 a month, why do you want to teach?
Well, the vast majority aren't making only grand.
I know, they be lying.
Yeah.
But we know that. But the ones who do it was like, oh, I only made $50,000 last month. Yeah. But you want to go make $40,000. Well, I guess you do need benefits.
No,
right,
they don't be making that kind of. They be making like
I know, but
$2-3 grand.
Here's my thing: you can get the partner you want, but guess what? You love more than being taken care of? Attention. So, Sweetie, we can look at Sweetie, know that she don't have a job or a job that we don't know of.
Well, she's a rapper. She puts out music, right?
No, she don't. That's the other joke, right? But you get McDonald's deals and you traveling the world and you on private jets and you in Madrid and you in London, you in Monaco, you doing all this. But guess what you got to do every time that you there? You got to pull out that phone and take pictures. And you got to show us what you doing. And then it makes us pocket watch, not the dudes. It make the girls pocket watch. This is how women pocket watch other women. Like, yo, what does she do? How she get? Because the dudes is just like, oh, Sweetie there. We assuming that, look, 2 weeks ago, everybody thought Sweetie did music.
Here's the thing. If I see a beautiful woman somewhere in another country, I automatically assume that a guy has ponied up for that.
Or she there with somebody else.
I never think that a woman is taking herself anywhere, bro.
Mike, that's because you from the era where the girls will take a picture and then you'll see the dude, you see where they crop the dude's arm off and you like, wait a second. Or the dudes was just like, yo, that was me. Like, damn, all right, whatever. And so now the girls, they had the dudes taking the picture.
She got signed with Doja Cat this year, 2025.
Yeah.
Both of them. I mean, so
no.
Let's see here.
You ain't getting no damn, her biggest song, that era of the Sweeties getting music off is done.
Is Icy Girl, is that her biggest one? Ever?
Yeah, that's the Too Short flip. That's on fire.
Yeah.
That's the one you probably first met her and you was like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But it's not happening no more for these ladies. So it's over. So, but here's the thing. If y'all give up the currency of attention, then yeah, you could be sweet.
You could get married. To your point, if you give up the currency of attention, you can pull off a Eve.
Facts.
You gotta give it that currency of attention.
You can pull off a Kim K. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Kim K was not the prize when she married Kanye.
Yeah, but she had a lot of surgery though. Them sisters though. Like the youngest one, Chloe?
Nah, Kylie. Kylie, you talking about Kylie? Well, I don't know who.
I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm talking about Chloe, the one that married Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks good now. Like, that's what she need to be selling. Who is your doctor?
They do. Kim look good. I mean, not Kim. What's the mama name? Whatever her name. She can get flipped.
I don't know. She's
Kate. No, the wrong one.
Caitlyn.
Caitlin's the dad. Who ain't the dad no more. What's her name? Chris. Y'all gonna clip that. But yeah, Chris is fine. Now, hey, also, Northwest putting on Chris wig and acting like her. Northwest got too much of her daddy in her. She gonna be the one kid out of all of them who understands her dad and is gonna go back. And the fact that every time she get in front of a camera, she says she love and miss her dad, she want to go be with her dad, it shows me something.
She's talented. I hope she becomes like a really, really good actress, especially being in Hollywood. Like, she's very talented.
Stephen A. Smith, we'll run through it. How much? Golly. Stephen A. Smith.
Y'all are getting longer pods, huh? Y'all getting up the long form now.
Yeah, they changed it on the Black Dads thing. They changed our joint from medium form to long form. I'm going to say, y'all already know what time it is. Stephen A. Smith has officially, it's not even officially, Stephen A. Smith is a cornball.
I'm starting to feel bad for him. And I know, like, him being a rich man and me being a poor man, like, that sounds ridiculous.
Yes.
But
and he been on this corny way.
It's like the more money he makes, man, the more he's trying to convince us that he is somebody, when the truth of the matter is, you were always somebody, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you were always like, you were fine. You was fine in the lane that you was in. You don't have to try to be more of anything else right now.
You know what I see it as? To piggyback off of you, the more money he gets, he's trying to prove to us that he's cool, and you used to be the cool uncle.
Yeah,
like you didn't have to
stay in that lane, bro. Like, just be who you. If someone's gonna pay you a ton of money, like he is really doing. He's doing what I say that always kill Republicans. Like, Republicans always win office and they always start beating the shit out of Democrats and they always go too far. Yeah, like that's every time they go too far and then they lose and then the cycle starts back over. And it's like with Stephen A. It's like, dude, just chill.
So you go on the show.
Just relax.
I don't even think we ran into it too much last week, but like, whatever LeBron James did to you, I pray my wife never does do to me.
Because we don't want to beat it in the ground.
You've done it for the last 3 years. Okay, cool. Look, your take is, hey, I said LeBron's number 2. LeBron finds that disrespectful. And they approach me and they find it disrespectful. Okay, cool. Well, LeBron approach, because you talking and you talking about my kid. Granted, I don't like LeBron approaching you at the game. I do like back channel calls. Like, yo, bro, ease off of my kid. Also, because, hey, we be real. Yeah, a lot of you reporters ain't talking about Bronny's skill.
No, not only y'all not talking about Bronny's skill, but let's be honest. This exact same reporters are also not talking about Arch Manning at all. Who's doing everything that y'all wanted Shador to do. Right? He's playing like trash. Yeah. Right? But nobody's touching it. You know why they're not touching it? Because that's Arch's grandson. Yeah. That's Peyton and Eli's nephew. Yeah. Right? Facts. So I'm paying respect to it. But Deion's kid, don't give a damn, right? Yeah. LeBron kid, don't give a damn. That's the problem that I have when I see black black commentators like Ryan Clark, Stephen A. Smith. Like when y'all start sitting here and y'all start going in on black athletes' children,
RG3.
RG3. It's like, yo, give me your point of view on Arch. See, you don't touch it.
You don't touch it.
And it's like, yo, I know why you don't do that. Because you know that supremacy is violence. And you understand violence. And you understand that black men aren't violent. Even if LeBron approaches you, you know that he's not going to grab you by your throat.
Yeah, you do. And here's my thing. I like what Mark Lamont Hill said today on the Joe Budden podcast. Stephen A. is turning into somebody who I no longer recognize, and he knew him back in the day. And so we are getting to
they're all from Philly.
Yeah, that part, but we get into the political part.
Yeah.
And it's like Stephen A. is finding a unique way to say, hey, Republicans, when it's your turn to choose your next colored boy, I will be here.
I'll be there. And it's like, and again, right, that's what makes you a sellout.
Or, and on the flip side, Stephen A., I don't know if you're trying to sell to not Dominicans. You might be trying to sell to them too.
I said sell out. This boy said Dominican.
Shout out to the DR. I'll be there soon. But I don't know if you're trying to sell to the Democrats that, hey, I could be y'all black saver so you could throw it for the Republicans.
No. He don't want anything to do with the Democrats.
Look,
He's fully on the Republican side.
I think he'd do anything for money. But look, I ran into a black guy who was running for political office in Charlotte. First thing he told me, I ran Republicans because they pay more.
I can see it.
I can see it too.
I can see it, but the whole thing with Stephen A. is like you. And again, right? I mean, I said on the pod last week, that they're not Ryan Clark, Stephen A. And I left out RG3. I forget the other black guy name. He used to be a football player. They're all in the same place for me. Like all these guys are kind of in the same place where they embrace anti-blackness because it gets them ahead. And look, I don't have a problem if you want to, dance and jingle for a motherfucker for a paycheck. I don't have a problem for that. I just want you to say it. I don't want you to say this is what y'all should do. Anytime anybody come to me and like they have a question, because I've been through divorce and I've been through custody court. Anytime people have a question for that, I always tell them. I'll be like, hey man, I'll tell you what it looks like, but I'm not going to give you on advice what to do, because I'm not a stayer. I'm a lever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you want advice, you know what I'm saying, on whether you need to go or stay, I'm not going to give you advice on that. You got to make that decision yourself. Because I was like 30-year marriages, they come from people that are stayers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't come from individuals like me. So I'll discuss it and I'll say how I feel that you're being treated, but I'm never going to tell you what to do. And what I hate about the Ryan Clarks, the Stephen A's, the RG3s is they're like, hey, this should be the black point of view. Yeah, absolutely. And then Stephen A., so if you don't know, he went on the pivot, and the first thing he did was, not the first thing, the clip that's going viral is him versus Kyrie. And him saying that Kyrie was right on the, oh God, did I put that in notes about the vaccine? Yeah. And so it's one of those situations where it's like, and by the way, Mike is saying that Mark and Stephen A. spent time in Philly. Because Stephen A. I think he's from New York or Jersey. I'm just saying, like, because that whole era of Mark Lamont wasn't in the basketball era, but I think he went to Temple, which was kind of like big in basketball back then. Or I can't remember. Anyway, I think he's from Philly. But that whole, like, if you read Slam magazine in the 90s, you knew that you were getting a lot of, because I think Scoop Jackson's from Philly, right? I believe so. You was getting a lot of information from New York City, Philadelphia. So that whole era, that's my introduction into Stephen A. Smith was Scoop Jackson and the local paper up there, I forget the Philly Suns, whatever it was. Yeah. That's where you was getting a lot of this information from. So a lot of... But Stephen A. wasn't seen as to be honest, in the 90s, if you want to know about basketball, it really was Scoop Jackson. It really wasn't Stephen A. Nah, Stephen A. didn't get put on. I mean, basically till AI got there, and then he was just the inside man for AI, who was a, out of this world star. Yeah. But you go on for years kicking Kyrie's back in for not playing, his views, political views, his religious views, his vaccine views, then for you to backtrack and play the Republican side of it. Because you're trying to get in with this administration. Absolutely. That's it. You're just trying to get in with them. And then it's weird because you and Kyrie from the same place. You literally said, yo, his OGs called me, and they actually my OGs, and was like, yo, we raised him. What are you doing? Like, we raised you and we raised him. Yeah. And you doing too much. And so that's why he left Kyrie alone.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of those things where it's just like, and then even that story, yo, I respect it, but like,
but it goes back to what I said. They'll never touch an Arch Manning, but they'll touch a Brunny.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is, hey, look at yourself in the mirror, and look at that bright, shiny nose, and realize that you are being a clown. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And just recognize, just say, hey, I'm a clown.
Facts. Trump is getting a new ballroom. They already started tearing down the part of the White House.
You know what?
I ain't mad.
As much as I want to care, I can't care because the Democrats are feckless.
Yeah.
And we know that if this was Obama or Hillary Clinton
during the government shutdown, tearing down a ballroom, a part of the White House, right? Even like, look, the West Wing was built, I think, in the 40s or whatever. But if that was them tearing it down in a shutdown, heading into a shaky economy to build a grand ballroom, $230 million,
y'all would lose your shit, right? So the only thing I can say is the fact that y'all don't care and the fact that the Democrats aren't making a big deal out of it, it just tells me that it's two wings of the same bird, and I'm not going to be offended anymore. Like this is how I see it now. Democrats and Republicans are the same, as in they both want the gold medal, right?
Facts.
But Democrats are like, hey, blacks, if you help us get the gold medal, I ain't gonna be mad if you get silver because I think you could do it.
I think you can.
I think you could do it. I think you can get the silver medal.
Got to beat the Mexicans.
Whereas the Republicans are like, yo, I want the gold medal. I don't give a damn if they even give out other medals.
Nah, it's only one.
Right? But when someone else shows up, like when a Indian or a Hispanic show up, the Republicans are like, hold on. Blacks, are y'all gonna get the silver medal or what? You know what I'm saying? Neither one of them want you to win the gold medal is my point.
Facts. Shout out to the group chat called OnlyFriends. It is on my phone. That's because we one day was making jokes about OnlyFans. So we named our group OnlyFriends. Anyway, a question came up today. We had two questions. One came up, if you could fix anything in your wife, what would it be? I will not be answering that on this here. But mine wasn't bad, actually. I just said I wish my wife worried less because it stresses her out. But that's a whole nother subject. But the question was, if you were in jail, who would you call? Mike?
But you say you can't call your significant other?
You cannot call your significant other or a family member.
I have two homegirls that I would call. Easily.
Homegirls.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Two homegirls. They're like my best friends. So when I say homegirls, these are not like women that I sleep with. Like these are like two down. Like I know if I hit them up, they're gonna have me out.
I said I will call y'all, Darnell, or Mike.
Yeah.
That was my group. That's what I put in my group chat today. But
you said no family members. So I count you as family.
Oh, how sweet. You know, it was funny because I told the boys, I said, I actually reneged on inviting Ben. Because I feel like Ben would be like, what you in there for? Nah.
He gonna judge you?
Yeah. Ryan would definitely come get me no matter what. He'll find the money, get me out, whatever. Darnell figure it out. And I was like, you just be like, all right, you ain't kill nobody, right? You coming back?
I get you out regardless. I don't care what you did. Like, I am that friend. I mean, don't blow up something.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to show up and end up on a watch list because I'm bailing you out.
Yeah.
But short of that, I got you.
And then it was funny. Ben was like, yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to call y'all because if I'm getting arrested, I'm with y'all. And then he goes, do you know the numbers of these people? And I go, yo, the only phone numbers I know is my wife's, my mom, my dad, and my sister's. I know nobody else's phone number.
This is true.
So, and I used to know Tequila's number, but she changed it like 2 years ago. And I'm like, I don't know your number.
Yeah, who number I know? I know my brother's number.
Yeah. Only reason why I wouldn't call it is because he's too far. He ain't gonna do nothing.
So yeah, I'd be SOL. I know my homegirl's number because she's had the same number for like 20 years.
See? And
then like my other homegirl number is actually close to mine, so I could figure it out.
Yeah. I only know my sister's number because she has my old number. The NBA is back. We are back. Early predictions on who gonna win it all. Even though we only seen 2 games.
early predictions. Well, I mean, can't say Boston because they're missing Tatum. Let me see who else from the East. Milwaukee, I would say, is the front runner if the new kid, Kevin Porter, can play point guard.
Okay.
So I put them down as the front runner. New York, obviously.
This nigga gonna name 10 teams.
No, I mean, I'm going through the East. I mean, because it's typically about 14. I would love to say the Heat, but I got to watch this first. But
What about Cleveland?
Cleveland has never, even though they have the best record, I'm not gonna lie, they never look good to me.
Never.
Like I had to tell people like last year
jerseys.
because I think they had that.
They ugly.
No, I'm just like their style of play because didn't they have the best record last year?
I think they did.
And everybody was just like, yo, you don't think? I'm just like their style of basketball doesn't really translate to the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's a regular season. They remind me of the old Houston Rockets teams with the coach, New York's coach now. Like they win like 60 games, and you be like, you know they're gonna lose the second round of playoff.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why. So from the East, I would go with those teams. From the West, I don't know. I think the Lakers got a real shot when LeBron come back. I know that sounds crazy, but I think the West is finally down. Okay. So I would say, them. I don't think Minnesota's gonna be as good as they were last year. I don't think they're as hungry. I think Ant was hungry. I'll be honest. Ant didn't really look hungry in the playoffs last year.
Nah,
so
baby mama drama.
Yeah, there you go. Right, what you
be real?
Who you have kids with matters in your real life.
Yeah,
and with Denver, like low key, Joker's a beast, but he look hungry. He don't want them championships. He good.
He don't care.
He don't want them MVPs in the championship. He's good, but I think those are the best teams in the West.
Yeah.
So I honestly would say Lakers. I am calling for the Lakers in the Knicks finals. As crazy as that sounds.
Oh, the NBA will love that.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling for the finals at right now in this moment. Hornets, real talk, I have not watched them play, but I'm telling y'all right now, Brandon Miller is the real fucking deal.
He is.
And if LaMelo wants to play basketball, like not go to the back gym and shoot around, because that's how he plays.
That's how he plays every time.
But if he actually wants to play NBA basketball this year with Brandon Miller, them Hornets could wreck shop, man. I'm telling you.
I'm thinking either New York or Cleveland at the East. And then honestly, I know they ain't look good yesterday. Thunder gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Thunder out. My bad, because they won the championship.
Because they so young. And Chet, the first quarter, he was getting whatever he wanted.
Oh, Chet was doing whatever he wanted. And if Chet stays healthy, that is, and Case and Wallace look good too. I was like, damn, like they are deep as hell.
Absolutely. I went in fantasy this week. Shout out to Shep. You have not responded to none of my memes or anything. I hawked him down before the game started. I had a 1% chance of winning. But guess what? I had Gibbs. And Gibbs went off on Monday.
Yeah, Gibbs went off. That was a good game Monday night.
The joke was Shep needed one more field goal from his kicker and he would have won. That's how close it was. That 1 point would have put him up.
Oh, he was heated.
Yeah. He ain't responded to me yet. So we'll see there.
He was heated.
Reggie Miller. Every time you have a mic in front of you, you don't have to give out a wild take. Like, we got to get out of that. That reminds me of like the Gucci part when he was like, I'm going through everything. And he's like, the media played a part. Y'all could see I was acting out. He's like, y'all was reporting so much and so much wrong shit that he was like, y'all made fun of me going to the mental health hospital and not thinking, he going to a mental health hospital.
True.
And I say that to say sometimes we get in front of these mics and we say crazy stuff and we don't realize what the hell we said. So Reggie Miller saying that James Harden and Serge Ibaka deserve their jersey retired. No, bruh.
No, James Harden and Serge Ibaka does not deserve it. First off, we retire way too many jerseys right now anyway. Like, I would like to scale back on jersey retirements, just in general. Like, you need to be, like, real talk, it needs to be a Kobe situation, right? Or like a LeBron. Like, can we retire for just like to go? Like, Carmelo Anthony, one of my favorite players to watch, right? Mm-hmm. He does not deserve to get his jersey retired.
In New York?
Yeah, he doesn't.
You don't think so?
No. He does, and that's why I use him as an example. He never really accomplished anything. He's a top 10 scorer, but I don't even think he's top 10. I think he's like 11 or 12. But so was Alex English when he retired. And Alex English might have his jersey retired by Denver. But Denver needs to retire because who the fuck plays in Denver? Besides Joker.
Here's my problem is we going to keep retiring so many jerseys that statues are just going to become a thing. And I don't
around
like
the
that.
stadium.
Yeah, and I don't like that. Yeah. Because Draymond Green is getting a statue. He don't deserve one.
No.
He going to get his jersey retired and that's
fine.
He is.
No.
Klay Thompson is going to get a statue. He going to get a statue. He don't deserve one.
Yeah, like, no. There's guys, yes, they're great players. We enjoyed watching them play. We remember them. But no, we don't need to retire their jersey, man.
Bro.
Like some people, we just need to be reminded when we see them and be like, oh shit, I forgot he played there and he was great, bro.
They about to start passing out statues.
Like,
and that's sad. Sad. It's sad, bro. Like we gonna get there.
Like who would the Hornets? If the Hornets retired a jersey, who would they retire?
Would they retire Bobby Phillips because he passed?
Because he passed. Okay, I mean, I get that.
Kimba jersey ain't retired?
I don't think so, and it shouldn't be.
Hold on, it might be.
It should not be.
Yeah, I want to say Kimba's jersey is retired.
It should not be.
Look, hold on. Give me a second. Kimba jersey, Hornets jerseys retired. Hold on. This is why we need Matt in here to look this up. All right, here we go. Bobby Phillips and all right, cool. Just Phillips. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. No, nobody else jersey. Nobody else in Hornets history jersey deserves to be retired, bro.
Kimba might get his jersey retired.
No. No. And Kimba, one of my favorite players. Remember him watching, remember him in the Big East tournament, all that. Yes, love Kimba. Like when he got drafted, I told everybody, like, no, kid can play. Everybody like, he's too small, he's too slow, he can't shoot. No, like, yo, this kid is a baller. He can win.
He's a hooper.
You know what I'm saying? He's a hooper. He's going to be fine. He's going to play. You're going to enjoy him in Charlotte, right?
The Rockets need to find them a Kimba Walker. Because the Rockets, I know it's sad. Y'all don't got no money, no draft picks.
They got that. I mean, Amen, he can play. He's young. He's his second year in the league, ain't it?
Yeah, but he need to be playing
he need to be
3 or 4.
He need to be at the 3 and pass the ball around. So they need like a combo guard. No.
Yeah, they need because the point guard they got, he looked tall as me. And that's that. Michael Jordan, never mind. Michael Jordan, it's cool, y'all. Y'all let Mike take his money and go home. We don't need that. If that's what y'all giving us every week of Michael Jordan, we are good. Y'all lied. Y'all played our face. And I knew he wasn't gonna do no sideline commentary. Also, Carmelo Anthony, put a suit on. You ain't on your podcast, bro. This nigga had a sweatsuit on yesterday. Like, what are we doing? Like, and Ed said it was terrible. I didn't watch it.
I had it on. I wasn't really paying attention because like
I was being an active dad.
When I watch sports, I watch actual sports. I really don't like watching like the commentate shit to like after the game at the end of everything. And I was asleep by the time all the games ended last night because I'm old. But the whole Jordan thing, here's the thing. I used to be a huge Jordan fan, right? And then the older I got, like the less of a Jordan fan I am. So having him on there, I think it's cool because the NBA is back on NBC.
Yeah.
So I think that's sort of reminiscent, but I don't really think that gets the younger audience. I know it's Michael Jordan, but
they don't care.
They don't care. It would be like if you brought I don't know, like a Cindy Schaefer, right, from the fucking 80s. What? Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like if you brought her on and was just like, hey, this is a supermodel, this is a Playboy bunny from the 80s, right? Yeah. I don't think anybody now cares.
I think the point of Michael Jordan being there, I don't get it. He's talking about he want to pay it forward, which is cool. I don't think nobody cares that much to hear Michael Jordan talk about sports. Especially because yesterday, and I'm gonna know by episode 3 what I want to do with this. I'm gonna know if this is gonna work or not. Him yesterday, he's here to talk about sports, right? Why are we talking about him? When the last time you shot a basketball? And you giggling at everything Mike say. And look, I done been in a room with Michael Jordan. His aura is one of the ones where it's like, all right, this is the alpha in the room. And some of it is just the aura and who he is, what he is. It's that, right? This is that.
If he's gonna talk on current players, I'm interested, right?
Yeah.
But I mean like a real opinion, right?
But don't be telling me the most nervous I was shooting a free throw in front of a group of kids. A couple years, man, whatever.
I don't care. I don't care.
All right, I'm gonna give Ryan 2 minutes. That's all he getting before we skid up out of here because you got to get in the school line, right?
Yep.
And I got to get in the school line. I'm gonna let him know. I'm just letting him get his stuff off. I am not arguing with him, y'all. Please don't answer. Oh, you only get 3 rings. You only get 3. He ain't answer. Sorry, y'all. He didn't answer. Ryan wanted to tell y'all why he believed Joker is the greatest overachieving athlete over Steph Curry. And
I don't get at the European athletes because one, they're pros from the time they're 12 years old.
I try to get that. We had a whole argument yesterday, and then Ryan too young to have this argument.
And Joker is 7 foot. Look, if you're not successful in life at 7 foot, you underachieved.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Love is Blind is tonight. I know y'all watching this is coming out. The audio will be out right before. Yo, Edmund, I know you gonna say yes. You shouldn't, but I know you gonna say yes.
Say yes to get married?
Yes, because of the type of woman, the type of man you are and the women that was in your life. I know you're going to say yes. I am here to let KB know, hey, girl, if you want to be able to run your man every day and run him in the ground and have him to obey everything you say, this is the guy you say yes to. But please know, Edmund, she will cheat on you.
Just I haven't watched enough to know.
You don't have to. Just know. Also, Edmund, please pay attention to the way a woman talk to you. Sometimes she'll let you know that, hey, put my hands on you ain't too far off either.
These dudes don't care, man.
Getting hit?
These dudes, man.
Hey, man, I'm just saying that. Also, to my guy whose son has diabetes and the girl dad died of diabetes and y'all together, she is trauma dating you. She's trauma bonding.
Is this love is
blind as well?
Yeah,
yes.
They're both trauma bonding then.
What? No. He's like, here's the problem. He likes her, but he know he can't afford her and he don't deserve her. Because they went to go look for homes. It's just, I told you this last week. It's just them two and his son. They went and looked at a 2 million 7-bedroom house, and he's like, why we need all this? Like, he's a regular guy with a regular job, and she has a $1.5 million house in LA that she's willing to sell for them to get to 2. But he's kind of looking at it like, yo.
Well, I mean, at least she's willing to contribute. What does she do for a living?
I don't know, but I Googled her and apparently she's like an investment and like she got money.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. She got money.
Had her sugar daddy at one time. He set her up.
I don't know. Apparently like she got businesses, but I don't think she got the Bill Belichick girl. Apparently that's how Bill Belichick girl got her.
Look, I mean, now she sounds like a good woman. Trauma bonded or not.
Yeah. But I'm like, hey, bro, you can dip off on her. And I'm trying to figure out the other guy. The other girl thinks
that you dip off on a woman putting down $1.5 million off a house.
Facts, but do I get half of the house?
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to stay married.
That'd be the hard part.
That ain't the hard part for them when they do it to you.
And then to the other girl, you want to be taken care of. That's cool and all. But to the dude, she keep calling you an alcoholic every episode, even though y'all drinking together. That should let you know everything you need to know, pal. But yeah, what you got planned this weekend?
I can't call it, man. I can't call it.
I will be at a wedding this weekend. Please run up on me. I will be in South Carolina at a wedding. I can't tell y'all what part because South Carolina be on my ass. But yeah, my girl be out of town on Thursday, so I'm outside. We're back tomorrow night. So hit me up if y'all want to hang out tomorrow night. I'll be online tonight if this drop. If it drops tomorrow, I was online. I was online last night. It's gonna drop. You can plug never mind. Oh, also please go on to Patreon. Sign up for free. And then when your dollars allow it, which is the next day, go ahead and hit that $5 subscription and give us some money. Yeah, I need to go through the tiers and see what we're offering. So it's on there. I send you to log in. Push it out every day. Look, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. To the girl who I gave you 10 minutes of my time, I still love you. I told you that I love you. I love your sister. I pat her on the back when they was kicking her back in. And I still love you. And I love my wife. And I love women of all shades. That's why y'all can't call me a colorist, because I don't care. Love who you love, be who you be. I understand the struggle. Yeah, I'm not a colorist. Oh, I'm a lover. I'm a lover. Like just here we go. I have a certain aesthetic that I like. That's all. Don't we all? I don't know if I do. I do actually, because when girls are too skinny on TV, I say nah. And you like titties. I do. Yeah. Shout out to my girl. And we're allowed to have an aesthetic. Like I love slim women. Like I do. I love slim women that have like nice features. I'm like, yo, that's me all day. I don't even care. I don't care the complexion. Yeah. Well, shout out to all the girls in college who told me I like dark skinned dudes. I was like, all right, girl. God dang it. Cool. I can't say that. But cool. Y'all can do it. Anyway, man, with that, I love y'all. And we're gonna holler at y'all next time. Holler at your boy. Now I could take this hot ass sweater off. Look at this long form. Who said we long form now?